Back here at Colin O'Brien Men's Shop, wedding season is nearly upon us, so we need the advice that you desperately need, and that's why we come to Aaron Burnett, Colin O'Brien Men's Shop. We're talking about guests to the wedding.
Yeah, I just wanted to put together a different idea. If you're attending a summer wedding, attending a spring wedding, something that's maybe not suit justified, tuxedo justified, maybe outdoors, put together a really cool jacket from a new brand that we just picked up called Corneliani. The special thing about this is not only is there a pattern woven into it with multiple colors, but if you focus on the fabric, it's a very unique blend of linen, silk, and wool, which creates a texture as well as a woven pattern. And it's extremely light. Adding the linen into it's going to be very breathable, good for outdoors, but also it has a luster that's just really rich, really dressy, while still maintaining a slightly more casual appearance.
That's what everybody's after, because it gets hot in some of those
Most
venues.
Definitely, yeah.
My goodness. How do we do the matching? We got the pocket square. How do we pick this all out? Thinking
that this is more of that outdoor summer wedding type idea, I've used a linen shirt, open collar. Again, keep it light, keep it breathable, keep it fresh. Nice Berwich dress pant, a tropical Italian wool. So super light, super thin, still dressy, but you're not going to have that heavy weight like you'd find in a year-round suit.
What if I'm a flashy guy? Could I do shorts?
I would advise not wearing shorts to a wedding, but that's totally up to you.
Depends on the bride, I suppose. How about the shoe combination?
Loafers are probably the main shoe in menswear right now. Wearing the pant lengths a little bit shorter, suede loafer, kind of pulling in the taupey tones, that pulling in the blue tones. It's basically, you're not wearing a flip-flop, but a dress shoe's too warm, so let's find a happy medium with a loafer.
And what we talked about during grad season was belt matches the shoes?
Exactly. Again, taupey, kind of burnished belt. You don't have to have a perfect match, but again, we're taking some of the same shades to pull together.
Could I do a different shoe in this? Could I do something blue or bold?
You could certainly do a light blue loafer. You could do a gray loafer. You can wear a brown leather loafer. In fact, there's all kinds of different options. Basically, as long as you're matching your belt to your shoes and you're kind of pulling in some of the colorations of the outfit, you're good to go.
Okay, so there's our guests. Let's talk about the man of the hour, the groom. Perhaps he wants to go flashy and formal.
Yeah, and over the last couple of years, we've seen a massive push going back to formal wear in weddings. Years we did suits and ties. There's been more tuxedos, more white dinner jackets, more patterned dinner jackets than I've seen in the last probably 10 years. So this is a very cool piece that just arrived from an Italian brand called Palzolari. It's a jacquard silk dinner jacket, satin shawl collar lapel. Basically what we're doing is we're building a tuxedo, but we're using a contrasting pant. Still the same elements, stud front shirt, classic bow tie, shiny dress loafer, but it's just a little more current, it's a little more hip, it's a little more fun. Think James Bond cocktail party.
I'm thinking that. What makes this a great brand?
Basically, it's the fit. You can find all kinds of formal wear. The reality of formal wear is if you're not going to buy it at a certain level, it's generally made out of synthetic fabrics. It's not going to stand up, it's going to pill, and it's not really going to hold its shape. So this is being wool and silk. It's still constructed like a classic jacket, and it's going to perform that way.
And you got the bow tie, which is nice. I'm a guy that loves cufflinks. You know that. This seems like a French cut shirt. How do I properly do this?
You're not seeing a whole ton of French cuffs any longer simply because the sleeves on jackets are so narrow. However, with a tuxedo shirt, the right way to do it is to use a smaller, tighter French cuff. It's a European brand called Eton. They make shirts that are more so set up to wear with European garments. Thus, the cuff is small enough that the sleeve still gets over it. We took a little sterling silver cufflink with a little just hit of gunmetal, kind of pulling in the black off the pants and the depth of the tuxedo jacket.
I've been a groom, you've been a groom. The shoes kind of get uncomfortable. The women kick them off and throw them in the corner and go dance. The guys are stuck in them all night. How do we make sure these are comfortable fit?
If you buy the right dress shoe, it should feel like a tennis shoe. It's a matter of finding the shoe that fits your foot properly, that supports your foot properly. Dress shoes now aren't the dress shoes of 20 years ago. They're not a solid block. They're built with some flex, they're built with some rubber soles. Even though they still have the dressy appearance, they are a little bit more comfortable because they've been a little bit more broken in, so to speak.
Still time to get our orders in for this wedding season?
We have all kinds of time.
Where are you located so people can find you?
We're ColinO'Brien.com at 1825 Hamilton Street.
Getting you ready for wedding season.